Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having an incredible day or night in Jesus. This is a cool little book because it's got a lot of great information, but it's really two books in one. So the first part is, does God really care about clothing styles? But you flip it over, does God really care about hairstyles? By J.R. Enzi. So let's take a look. Love Brother Enzi, good man. And Advance Ministries. So 1 Corinthians 11, 1 through 16, the writer confesses that this position originate with God. The context does not indicate a non-essential discord. It's not cultural discourse. The writer begins by acknowledging the sacredness of the ordinances. The writer does not indicate that the matter of hair is merely a social, cultural question for the Corinthians only. Paul goes back to the creation model to support his chart of spiritual authority. The churches of Paul's day strictly adhered to this custom, and then the witness of history. So does a phenomenal job on that. So the witness of history. The 20th century, the majority of women began to cut their hair as a matter of style. 1960s rebellion was rampant throughout Christian culture. Yeah, a lot of truth to that. And so then you have pages for notes, what saith the scriptures, and then boom, you turn it over and it's about clothing styles. And let's see what he has to say about that. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do are abominations unto the Lord thy God. I've had people like, I'll be talking about that on the channel, and they'll say, oh, that's talking about the military. I'm like, so you're against the women in the military? And they're like, they don't really know how to answer that. And anybody can answer anything, but I'm talking about coherently and cogently. So, the meaning of words, what does pertaineth mean? Garment, woman's, unto a man. What does all this mean? Abomination, understanding the Bible translators, opinions of the commentators, kill and delish. A man's things does not signify clothing merely, nor arms only, but includes every kind of domestic and other utensils. The immediate design of the prohibition was not to prevent licentiousness or to oppose idolatrous practices. The proofs which Spencer has adduced of the existence of such uses among heathen nations very far-fetched, but to maintain the sanctity of that distinction of the sexes. Also, Jamieson Fawcett Brown, done by Creation, by the way. I love Jamieson Fawcett Brown. After referring to the claims of Maimonides that idolaters in the temples of Venus and Mars sometimes dress in the costumes of opposite sex, men in a colored female dress and women in battle armor, go on to say it is probable that reference was made, meaning the scripture in question, to unbecoming Levites practiced in the common life. They were properly forbidden for the adoption of the habiliments of the one sex by the others. An outrage of decency obliterates the distinction of nature by fostering softness and effeminacy in the man, impudence and boldness in the woman, as well as levity and hypocrisy in both. In short, it opens the door for an influx of many evils, that all who wear the dress of another sex are pronounced an abomination to the Lord. Pulpit commentary is equally clear. The divinely instituted distinction between the sexes was to be sacredly observed. I really like pulpit commentary too. In order to do this, the dress and other things appropriate for the one, not to be used by the other. The apparatus of a man, including not dress merely, but implements, tools, weapons, and utensils, is an ethical regulation in the interest of morality. It goes on and on and on. The Wycliffe Bible Commentary, which is good too, probably done reviews on all of these here on the channel if you want to look them up. The distinction between man and woman should not be blurred by the ones appropriating the characteristic articles of the other. So many people try to just, well, culture, oh, we don't believe that, oh, it's Old Testament, even though it says an abomination. Anyhow, does God really care about hairstyles? Does God really care about clothing styles? Great little pamphlet, Advanced Ministries. God bless. See you later. Bye-bye.